You might not know this, but Agatha Christie is racist. The original title of And Then There Were None was this. I blurred the word out a little bit, but I'm sure you can tell exactly what it says. And then they changed it to this. And then it eventually became And Then There Were None. I personally have not read anything by her, but people that I know that have given her the side eye in the past for comments about foreigners and things like that. Even before they heard about the racist titles, they were already side-eyeing her. So throw the whole lady away. Throw the whole author away. Throw the whole book away. Throw all her books away. Bye. So today I have some book recommendations for you of mystery books by Black authors and authors of color. Because that racist is not the only one who knows how to write a good murder mystery. The first book that I want to recommend you is They All Fall Down by Rachel Halsell Hall. This is a locked room mystery thriller about 7 strangers who all get a mysterious invitation to a private island for vacation. But all 7 strangers have secrets. And when people start dying, they realize that there's a reason that all of them got invited to this island. And one by one, they all fall down. So this one got a lot of mixed reviews for some reason, but I loved it. There are not a lot of locked room mysteries by Black authors, where it's like a group of people all locked together and multiple people start dying one by one and you have to like figure out who the killer is out of the people that's left. That's my favorite kind of mystery and I need more of them. The next book is The Conjure Man Dies, a Harlem mystery by Rudolph Fisher. This one is a classic mystery and it is the very first mystery book to ever be published by a Black author. And this is exactly what the title sounds like. The local conjure man is found dead and Perry Dart, one of Harlem's only 10 Black detectives, is called to investigate. So if you want a classic murder mystery, this one will be great for you. And in the edition that I read, there was an extra mystery short story in the back that I loved too. So there was a main mystery and then there was a mini mystery at the end that I really enjoyed. Against the Current by Olivia Matthews. So this is a cozy foodie mystery about this woman who just opened up a Caribbean bakery with her family. And then this man who owns a bakery not too far away comes in and he's starting problems, he's starting arguments, all that. And so they get to arguing in front of a big crowd. Well, fast forward to the next day and he has been found dead. And of course, the owner of the new Caribbean shop is the chief suspect. So if she wants to prove her innocence, she gonna have to figure out who the murderer is herself. So because this one is a cozy mystery, it's not super thrilling, but the mystery was still very intriguing and kept me guessing. And this author actually has several mystery books. Against the Current is the only one that I have read so far, but it has a sequel called Hard Dough Homicide, and it has a 3rd book that is coming out later this year, I think. Plus, I have been wanting to try out her library murder mystery series. It's called Murder by Page 1. So she's a mystery author that I want to keep reading from. Never Saw Me Coming by Vera Kurian. Okay, the premise of this one is so interesting. 7 psychopathic college students join a clinical study for psychopaths. But when the participants start turning up dead, 3 of the students decide to take matters into their own hands and figure out who the killer is before they are next. It's a murder mystery with psychopath main characters. Like, it can't get no more interesting than that. It was so different from any other mystery that I've read. It was really like a fresh take on mysteries. I will say in this one, I think that the reveal was too easy. Like, it's kind of like the person that you most suspect is the one who did it. I would have rather it had been someone more, shocking, like a more shocking reveal. But it was a fun ride. If you're enjoying these recommendations so far, leave a comment down below recommending me and the rest of the book tribe some more mystery books that are not by racists. And don't forget to like and subscribe to join the book tribe. We always censor books by Black authors and authors of color over here. So if you're enjoying this video, I think you'll love it here. The Quiet Ones by Brandon Massey. Okay, so this one is about these 2 sisters. And when they were young, their mother was murdered. The sisters have no other family, so they wind up getting put into foster care and separated. 25 years later, Mallory has been looking for her sister for 25 years. But she finally finds a promising connection through a genealogy website, only to find out that her sister is a part of a cult and is being kept hidden from her. And she needs to find out what's going on with this cult and where her sister is before it's too late. Now this one had a twist that I did not see coming at all. Like, I really did not see it coming. I did not expect it at all. This one is a little bit frustrating though, because the main character is like incredibly stupid. Like, every single time the main character has some information, she showed her hand way too soon and got jacked up. If she had learned to just shut up sometimes and keep her information for the appropriate time, it would have been so much easier for her. Like, I don't know, it was just frustrating to me, so I want to warn you about that. But if you can get past that, the book is really worth it. Like, that's my only complaint. I enjoyed the ride, and the reveal was amazing. Promise Boys by Nick Brooks. This is a young adult mystery, and it is about this school that is all about turning young boys into upstanding men. But the way that they do that is to have the school feel like a prison. The kids literally have to like walk in a straight line the whole time they're in the hallway. They can't do nothing. They're not even allowed to talk to each other. And one day the principal of the school gets murdered. And there are 3 boys that the police deem as the prime suspects. So if they don't want to go to jail, they're going to have to solve the murder themselves. And this one was told in a mixed media format. So it included interviews, news articles, and stuff like that. And I feel like that really enhanced the story. I will say that I also thought the reveal was kind of obvious in this one. I figured it out within like the first 20 pages. But the journey was still great. This one had characters that you really root for and really care about. And like, you really do want them to clear their name. And there were other pieces of the mystery that kept me intrigued. I just knew who the killer was almost immediately. And next we have the Detective Kazuke Kendachi series by Seshi Yokomizo. Now this one is a classic Japanese murder mystery series, and it's finally being translated into English these past few years. And each book is a different murder mystery that the detective has to solve. Now I have only read one of the books in the series so far, Death on Gakuman Island. And this one was about Detective Kazuke Kendachi on a ship heading to Gakuman Island, where he meets the son of the island's most important family. And the son is dying. And his last words before he passes away are to the detective. And he says that his 3 sisters are about to be murdered. And he begs the detective to go and save their lives. And after Detective Kendachi gets to the island, a series of murders starts. So we have to see if he can solve the mystery and save lives. I really enjoyed this, and I need to continue the series really soon. If you want to see more book recommendations from me, definitely watch one of these videos next, depending on what your mood is and what you like to read, because we read everything over here. And if you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Book Tribe.